this group was formed out of a deal that was brokered to raise the alcohol level on beer, and right now they're looking at the impact of a law that the legislature already passed.
It's kind of conflicted, and that debate goes back and forth.
The Beer Availability Working Group is made up of lawmakers, beer industry, retailers, and citizen representatives. They're taking a look at the impact of the legislature's decision to dump 3-2 beer for heavier brews.
Here we've kind of made a decision, and so we're kind of going backwards a little bit to look at it, but we want to understand what the effects of the change were, and then moving forward, it should inform policy moving forward.
Utah was forced to abandon 3-2 beer after other bigger drinking states dumped it. We're going to 5% alcohol by volume in a compromise between brewers and lawmakers. But Utah won't switch to heavier beers until November 1st.
We have let the chicken out of the coop, so to speak, with this.
Still, lawmakers plan to look at the availability and price of beer, financial impact, and societal costs and harms, including underage drinking and DUI.
We certainly hope that we don't see any impacts in terms of DUIs and impairment and things like that, where people are maybe drinking a heavier beer than they're accustomed to.
Local breweries say they're already seeing a negative impact. One Utah brewer reports a 15% loss in shelf space.
We didn't want to keep the alcohol limit down. We wanted it to be no cap. What's happened is put right in the sweet spot of big beer and full craft.
They want the legislature to give them a tax break to help out. National brewers want uniformity.
Their intention is simply to brew a product as it exists across the country, so that they're not having to brew special blends for Utah any longer.
Utah's Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control is predicting a $7 million drop in sales when beer moves out of state-run liquor stores, but they expect to recoup some of that money.
Not only other heavy beers, but also probably look at additional mixes or use additional SKUs of, say, wines and spirits.
And again, November 1st is the date that heavier beers move into grocery and convenience stores, as well as being available on tap. Now, the data from this working group that they collect could help determine if in the future the alcohol level for beer needs to go up or if it needs to be lowered again.